Hi everyone, I'm Miss Angie, the Plover Center Director. I'm really missing all of the awesome Plover Center Club members right now, but today I'm really excited to get to share with you an easy tutorial to make a no-sew bandana face covering that you can make with some simple supplies at home to help keep you and those around you safe. While there are a lot of things that we don't know yet about the coronavirus, we do think that it spreads from person to person through little respiratory droplets that are produced when someone who is sick either sneezes, coughs, or talks. The CDC is recommending that people wear cloth face coverings in public in order to protect them from these respiratory droplets in places where it's hard to maintain 6 feet of social distancing, like at the grocery store. So, let's start. To make our easy no-sew bandana face coverings, you'll just need a few supplies. You'll need a clean bandana, 2 rubber bands or hair ties, a coffee filter, and a pair of scissors. Now you might be wondering why we need a coffee filter to make a bandana face covering. Well, just like a coffee filter filters coffee in a coffee pot, we're going to use this coffee filter to filter out those small respiratory particles I was talking about earlier in our face covering. So, to get started, you're going to take your coffee filter and you're going to fold it in half like this. Now, you're going to want to fold it in half again so that it makes this little thing that looks like a pie. Next, we're going to take our scissors and we're going to snip off the bottom part of this triangle so that we have a piece that looks about like this. Next, you can set your coffee filter aside and we are going to take our bandana. We're going to lay it out on the space in front of us that we're working on and we're going to fold it in half so that it looks like one big rectangle. Next, we're going to take our coffee filter that we had cut and we're going to put it in the center of our bandana. Now, we're going to fold our bandana into thirds. Start by taking the bottom and folding it up over just so it covers the coffee filter. Then, you should have a part left on top that you can fold down over the middle so that you have one long rectangle with your coffee filter safely folded in the middle. Next, we're going to take either our rubber bands or our hair ties, and we're going to use them to make the elastic that goes over our ears. You're going to want to open them up and tuck this part of the bandana through so that it loops around like so. And then you'll do the same on the other side. You want your hair ties about 6 inches apart in the middle so that the coffee filter is secured in the center and that the hair ties or rubber bands are on either side. Now we're going to take either side of our bandana and we're going to fold them in so that the end of the bandana is lined up with the hair ties or rubber bands. Then we're going to fold these into the center one more time. We're going to want to pull our rubber bands to make sure that those are on the side. Now our face mask is ready for use. It should look like this, where we have a bunch of layers of fabric and our hair ties or our rubber bands are on either side ready to go over your ears. When we put this on, we're going to want to make sure that it fits snugly around the sides of our face, but that it's also comfortable. Also, we want to make sure that there aren't too many layers of fabric that it's hard for us to breathe when you put it on. So, all that you do is simply put it over your face and hook these hoops over your ears. When you're all done wearing your face mask, you can take it off, being careful not to touch your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. And then you can unfold it, throw the coffee filter in the garbage, and put the bandana in the washing machine so that it can be washed and cleaned to make sure that all of the germs are washed away. Also, remember to wash your hands when you're done with your bandana so that any germs that were on your hands also get washed off. Remember, even with a face covering, the best way to stay safe and healthy is to wash your hands often, avoid touching your face, and practice social distancing by staying home as much as possible. The more that we all do our part to flatten the curve and to stop the spread means the sooner that we can be back together at the Boys and Girls Club. I look forward to seeing you all again at the Plover Center soon, but in the meantime, stay healthy.